Hello, adventurers! Get ready for a journey that will awaken your senses, stir your heart, and open up a world of legendary stories. Today, we will set foot in Saudi Arabia, the kingdom of golden sand and sacred star, where the vast dunes of the Al-Khali desert sparkle in the sun, the magnificent mosques of Mecca and Medina shine with faith, and the vibrant markets of Riyadh resonate with the pulse of history. This is a land of ancient rock tombs in Al-Ula, vibrant coral reefs on the shores of the Red Sea, and the warm smiles of the Saudi people, who tell a story of resilience, modernization, and deep hospitality. Saudi Arabia is more than just a destination. It is a symphony of past and future, where Islamic tradition intertwines with hypermodern cities, where the desert whispers tales of Bedouin traders, and every moment is a discovery. From the archaeological sites of Rajajil, the lush gardens of Abha, to the magnificent boulevards of Jeddah, we explore Saudi Arabia from every angle. Prepare to be swept away into a world of incense, lanterns, and limitless dreams. Are you ready? Like, share, and subscribe as we conquer the soul of the Middle East. Saudi Arabia, officially the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, is the largest country in the Middle East, occupying over 2.15 million square kilometers on the Arabian Peninsula, bordered by Jordan, Iraq, Kuwait, Qatar, the United Arab Emirates, Oman, Yemen, and having a long coastline along the Persian Gulf and the Red Sea. With a population of around 37 million, it is the birthplace of Islam, home to the two holiest sites, Mecca and Medina. The name Saudi comes from the Al-Saud family, which unified the country in 1932 under the leadership of King Abdulaziz ibn Saud. The history of Saudi Arabia is a journey that spans millennia. From ancient civilizations such as Thamud and Nabatean, which left monuments such as Hijra, to the birth of Islam in the 7th century, which made Mecca the spiritual center of the world. The 18th century saw an alliance between the Al-Saud family and the scholar Muhammad ibn Abd al-Wahhab, laying the foundations for the modern kingdom. The discovery of oil in 1938 transformed Saudi Arabia into an economic powerhouse, but Vision 2030, the brainchild of Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, is shaping a diverse future filled with tourism, culture, and technology. Saudi Arabia is a melting pot of tradition and innovation. Colorful souks stand alongside Riyadh's towering towers. The Al-Khali, or for emptinesses, is one of the world's largest deserts, while the Red Sea is a haven for coral reefs. With more than 300 days of sunshine a year, Saudi Arabia is a land of light, where every landscape tells a story of origin, faith, and rebirth. Our journey begins in Al-Ula, an ancient oasis in northwestern Saudi Arabia that has been dubbed the living museum of the world. Al-Ula is home to Hijra, Ma'in Salah, Saudi Arabia's first UNESCO World Heritage Site, with over 111 rock-cut tombs carved by the Nabateans from the 1st century. Imagine standing before the massive tombs carved into the sandstone cliffs, with intricate carvings that tell the story of the traders on the spice route between Petra and Rome. Old Town Al-Ula, a maze of over 900 mud brick houses dating back to the 12th century, feels like you've stepped into a story from 1001 Nights. Walk through the narrow alleys and you'll find shops selling attar perfumes, hand-embroidered linens, and Bedouin pottery. Don't miss Elephant Rock, a giant elephant-shaped sandstone formation in the middle of the desert, the perfect place to watch the sunset with a golden glow over the sand. Al-Ula is also a cultural hub. The Winter at Tantora Festival, December-February, features outdoor concerts with international artists, art exhibitions, and craft markets. A unique activity is to ride an Arabian horse through the Al-Ula Valley, or take a hot air balloon ride to see Hijra, Mount Athlab, and the green oases from above. At night, resorts like Habita's Al-Ula or Banyan Tree offer the experience of sleeping in a luxury tent, soaking up the silence of the desert and watching the starry sky. Continuing our journey, we head to Riyadh, the modern heart and vibrant capital of Saudi Arabia. Riyadh is where tradition meets the future, with the kingdom center a 302-m tower with a sky bridge offering panoramic views of the city. The Masmak Fortress, a mud brick structure dating back to 1865, tells the story of the kingdom's unification, with artifacts such as swords and armor. The National Museum of Saudi Arabia is a must-see, with 8 galleries that take you through 1.5 million years of history, from prehistoric times to modern Islam, displaying artifacts such as the Thamud stone statue and ancient Quran manuscripts. For a sense of the pulse, visit Souk Al-Zal, Riyadh's oldest market, where you can buy Persian carpets, saffron, and gold jewelry. In the evening, Riyadh Season Avenue, a huge entertainment district, offers concerts, theme parks, and cuisine from around the world. Riyadh is also a cultural hub. UNESCO World Heritage Site Diriyah was the first capital of the Al Saud dynasty, with its beautifully restored mud brick palaces. Take in an Arda traditional sword dance performance in httravel Square, or enjoy kabsa, chicken and rice with saffron, at Najd Village Restaurant by Lantern Light. Riyadh is where you can feel the pulse of modern Saudi Arabia, but still steeped in its heritage. Mecca, Islam's holiest city, is a spiritual destination for more than 2 billion Muslims around the world. At the heart of Mecca is the Al-Haram Mosque, which houses the Kaaba, the sacred shrine toward which Muslims pray. For Muslims participating in the Hajj, an annual pilgrimage in the month of Dhu al-Hijjah, or Umrah, a pilgrimage at any time, is a profound experience, providing a sense of connection to the faith and global community. Although non-Muslims cannot enter the Al-Haram Mosque, you can still explore Mecca's culture. The Al-Zahir Museum showcases artifacts from Islamic history, from models of the Kaaba to 8th century Quran manuscripts. The Al-Hijaz market is where you can buy incense, attar perfumes, and hand-embroidered prayer robes. The Abraj al-Bayt Towers, a modern complex overlooking the mosque, are home to shops and restaurants serving mint tea and sweet luqmat. Mecca offers a unique cultural experience. Traditional cafes serving kahwa, Arabic coffee with cardamom, are places where you can chat with locals about the meaning of the pilgrimage. Note that Mecca and Medina are open only to Muslims, but nearby areas like Jeddah or Taif offer insights into Islamic culture that all visitors can experience. Medina, Islam's second holiest site, is where the Prophet Muhammad rests. The Al-Masjid an-Nabawi Mosque, with its iconic blue dome, is the heart of Medina, offering a sense of serenity and spirituality. The Rawda area within the mosque is considered a garden of paradise on earth, where Muslims come to pray. Although only Muslims are allowed to enter, the mosque's magnificent architecture can be admired from the outside, with its white columns and giant parasols. The Dar al-Medina Museum tells the story of the Prophet's life and the spread of Islam, with 3D models and artifacts such as 7th century robes. The Quba Souk, near the Quba Mosque, the world's first mosque, is where you can buy famous Medina dates, prayer rugs, and oud oil. The Hill of Uhud, site of a historic battle in 625, is a place to learn about courage and faith, with views of the city. The Medina offers a rare sense of peace. Enjoy hares, a wheat porridge with meat, or mutabak, a meat-stuffed crepe, at a local restaurant. Roadside tea houses serving Shai Bil Nana, mint tea, are the perfect place to sip and feel the slow pace of life. The Medina is a place where you can feel a deep spiritual and cultural connection. Jeddah, a bustling port city on the Red Sea, is Saudi Arabia's cultural gateway. The UNESCO World Heritage Site of Al-Balad is a maze of 18th century coral houses with carved wooden balconies and brightly colored windows. Stroll through Souk Al-Alawi and you'll find stalls selling sumac spices, silk fabrics, and handmade lanterns. The Al-Rama Mosque, rising like a white pearl from the sea, is the symbol of Jeddah, especially dazzling at night. The Red Sea is a paradise for scuba divers. The coral reefs near Farrison Island are home to whale sharks, sea turtles, and more than 1,000 species of tropical fish. If you're feeling adventurous, try kitesurfing, kayaking, or chartering a sailboat to explore the islets. In the evening, the Jeddah Corniche, a 30-kilometer stretch of outdoor sculptures, and the King Fahd Fountain is the perfect place to stroll and enjoy Arabic ice cream. Jeddah is a culinary hub. Try fowl, bean stew, and shawarma at street food stalls, or enjoy grilled lobster at the beachside Al Nakheel. The Jeddah season, May-June, brings concerts, art exhibitions, and food markets, turning the city into a giant stage. Jeddah is where you can feel the vibrancy of modern Saudi Arabia. Rub al Khali, or for emptinesses, is the world's largest sand desert, stretching across southern Saudi Arabia, covering more than 650,000 square kilometers. The dunes are over 250 meters high, rolling like ocean waves, creating a surreal, otherworldly landscape. A 4x4 drive through the desert will take you past golden sand valleys, dunes that sing when the wind blows, and hidden oases that seem magical. Join a Bedouin camping tour, where you sleep in a traditional tent, enjoy Arabic coffee by the fire, and hear stories of ancient caravans on the Silk Road. A thrilling activity is sandboarding down the steep dunes, which feels like surfing. At night, Rub al Khali is a stargazing paradise, with clear skies allowing you to see the Milky Way, the Orion constellation, and even planets like Mars. Rub al Khali also has cultural significance. The Bedouins, with their nomadic lifestyle, share their knowledge of finding water, navigating by star, and herding camels. Camps like Sheba or Al Khobar offer modern comfort with air-conditioned tents, barbecue dinners, and oud performances. Rub al Khali is where you can feel the silence and power of nature. Abha, the capital of Asir province in southern Saudi Arabia, is a hidden gem with lush green mountains and a cool climate that contrasts with the arid desert. Asir National Park is where you can trek through juniper forests, spot baboons, and admire deep valleys from the top of Mount Sauda, Saudi Arabia's highest point at 3,015 m. The ancient village of Rajajil Alma, with its brightly painted stone houses, is a cultural heritage of the Asir people, giving the feeling of stepping into a painting. Al Muftaha Market in Abha is where you can buy art, handmade embroidery, and famous Asir honey with its wildflower flavor. The Abha cable car takes you to the top of Mount Sauda, where you can watch clouds drift past the cliffs. The Souk Okaz Festival, a recreation of a pre-Islamic market, features poetry readings, swordplay, and craft exhibitions, attracting thousands of visitors each year. Abha is also a culinary hub. Try asida, a sweet porridge with honey, and salig, rice cooked with milk and chicken at traditional restaurants. Mountainside cafes serve ginger tea and tamar, date-stuffed pastries, perfect for relaxing in the fresh air. Abha is where you can discover a different Saudi Arabia, where nature and culture come together. Al-Rajajil, near the city of Sakaka in Al-Juf province, is one of Saudi Arabia's greatest archaeological mysteries. Known as the Stonehenge of Arabia, the site features more than 50 stone columns measuring 3 to 4 meters high, erected around 4000 BC by an as yet unsolved civilization. The columns, arranged in circles and rows, may have been used for religious, astronomical, or seasonal rituals. Walk through Al-Rajajil and you'll see the columns towering over the desert, with the wind blowing through them giving the impression of time whispering. The nearby Al-Juf Museum displays Stone Age artifacts, such as tools and pottery, providing insight into ancient life. Visit Zaibul Castle, an ancient hilltop fortress overlooking the Sakaka oasis, famous for its date and olive plantations. Al-Juf is an agricultural hub. Date farms here allow visitors to participate in the autumn harvest, September-October, enjoy fresh dates with camel milk, or learn how to make date syrup. A unique activity is the stargazing tour at Al-Rajajil, where you use telescopes to observe ancient constellations that the ancients may have used for navigation. Al-Rajajil is where you touch the ancient secrets of the Arabian Peninsula. Dammam, the capital of the eastern province, is a city on the Persian Gulf with pristine beaches and a strong Bedouin culture. Half Moon Bay Beach is ideal for swimming, playing volleyball, or relaxing under the palm trees. Resorts like Dana Bay offer luxury villas, spas, and seafood restaurants with ocean views. King Abdullah Park, with its fountains and playgrounds, is a great family destination. Snorkeling in Dammam is a must. The coral reefs near Marjan Island are home to manta rays, clownfish, and sea turtles. For adventure, take a boat tour to Taraud Island, home to a 16th-century fort and traditional fishing villages. Al-Khatif Market, 20 kilometers from Dammam, is where you can shop for silver jewelry, Bahara spices, and handmade embroidery. Dammam is also rich in culture. The Dammam Museum showcases artifacts from the oil industry, Saudi Arabia's economic engine, and Bedouin life. Street food stalls serve shawarma, falafel, and kanafa, cheese pastries drenched in syrup. The Al-Khatif Festival, March, features folk dances and craft markets that highlight the heritage of the region's east. Dammam is a perfect blend of nature, culture, and modernity. Saudi Arabian cuisine is a symphony of flavors, combining Bedouin traditions with influences from India, Turkey, and the Levant. Kabsa, a basmati rice dish cooked with chicken, lamb, or fish, seasoned with saffron, cinnamon, and nutmeg, is the national dish. Mandi, meat slow-roasted in a tandoor oven with fragrant rice, has a distinctive smoky flavor. Salig, rice cooked with milk and meat, is a popular light meal in the Hijaz. Street food such as shawarma, grilled meat wrapped in bread, falafel, fried beans, and murtabak, stuffed crepes, are quick options at markets like Souk Al-Zal in Riyadh. Seafood in Jeddah and Dammam is a highlight, with grilled lobster, fried ham, and garlic-sauced calamari. Desserts like kanafa, syrup-filled cheesecake, baklava, and mamul, date-stuffed pastries, are often served with kahwa or Arabic coffee. Traditional drinks include shai bil nana, mint tea, laban, cold yogurt, and tamar, pomegranate seed, juice. In resorts, you can enjoy lantern-lit dinners with Bedouin grills, like barbecue zarb lamb, and lively oud music. Markets like the Tuesday Market in Al-Asa offer dates, honey, and traditional pastries. Saudi Arabian cuisine is a journey through desert, sea, and history, prepared with love and hospitality. The Saudi people, or Saudis, are the heart of the kingdom, with hospitality expressed through the greeting, As-salamu alaykum, and the tradition of offering tea or coffee. With a diverse population that includes Bedouins, Hijazis, Nadi, and immigrant communities from South and Southeast Asia, Saudi Arabia is a cultural mosaic. Arabic is the official language, but English is widely spoken in major cities and tourist areas. Music and dance are central to community life. Arda, a men's sword dance with drums and verse, is performed during festivals such as National Day, September 23rd. Khaliji music, with its lively rhythms, plays at the Janadriya Cultural Festival, where artisans demonstrate embroidery, pottery, and weaving. Saudi women create hand-embroidered abayas and intricate silver jewelry, while men craft gom, inserts, and traditional swords. Saudi Arabia is home to inspiring figures like King Salman, who promoted Vision 2030, and Haifa Al-Mansour, the pioneering female director of Wajda. The Saudi spirit is resilient, creative, and proud of its Islamic heritage, making the country a constant source of inspiration for visitors. Saudi Arabia is not a place to rush or just take the perfect photo. It is a place where you can listen to the desert winds and rub Al-Khali, feel the sacredness of Mecca and Medina, and touch the ancient rock tombs of Hijra. From the bustling markets of Riyadh, the sparkling coral reefs of the Red Sea, the lush mountains of Abha, to the mysterious pillars of Al-Rajajil, Saudi Arabia is a symphony of history, faith, nature, and innovation. Many travelers say that Saudi Arabia has changed the way they see the world. One writer once wrote, "In Saudi Arabia, you don't just see the Middle East, you feel it, as part of your soul, as if you had always belonged there." From Bedouin camping under the stars, to Arda dances during festivals, to delicious kabsa meals under lanterns, Saudi Arabia is a place where you can discover the deep values of hospitality, resilience, and love of heritage. Are you ready to set foot in a land where golden sands tell stories, mosques shine, and stars guide your dreams? Share your travel plans in the comments. Do you want to start in Al-Ula, Riyadh, or Jeddah? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to continue discovering magical places and inspiring stories from around the world. Assalamu alaikum. See you in Saudi Arabia, where the soul of the Middle East awaits you.